What's up, people? Today we're going to be talking about, like the thumbnail says, Joy Reid and how she got fired. Thankfully. And how there's tears on there, on air, for all the lies that she was spreading. And the fact that these people are delusional and they don't see that that's what's dividing the country is actually beyond me. And it's all going to come to light eventually. Elon and Trump are working hard diligently every single day, and every citizen needs to get out there, spread the message on a short post to X. It doesn't matter. Spread your message on here. I'm not doing this for money. Hell, I'm just doing this to spread the word. If I get 50 subscribers, I'll go out there and talk to people. But we're going to be talking about Joy today. We're going to be talking about old little Shifty Shift. Matter of fact, old little Shifty Shift, what you think about this? Gotta catch them all, right? Dems are so corrupt. They're like Pokemon. You just gotta catch them all. And Trump and Elon are gonna catch them all. This guy especially, we're gonna be looking at a video on him too. Bongino's got him in the crosshairs finally. Alright, that and more on this video. And hopefully I can reach this message to some liberals out there. I know that we're shouting back and forth at each other, but I really want you guys to do your research, and I really want you to look at everything as a whole. The people that are in charge of your party, they're pushing for you to pay more taxes. They don't want an audit to the government that has failed audits for 7 years. Now listen, I know that everything in you wants to push back. Everything wants to push back because you may hate somebody. I mean, we all have that feeling nowadays. But think about it. Think about it. Why don't they want somebody to see what's going on? I mean, they've been providing, receipts and paperwork. I mean, I think everybody needs to really just calm down, because the TikTok video I made about everybody threatening to assassinate the President of the United States and Elon Musk for trying to look into corruption. This is a sad day in history when you got 4 million people on this Midas touch. And this clown is sitting there like he knows something about the world. Well, Midas, change my mind. If you see this video, dude, I'm calling you out. You know you're lying. Come talk to real Americans. Don't just sit in your city and ask these fucking people all these dumb questions. Come and ask somebody like me. Will you look me in the fucking eye and tell me that the people around here don't matter and we can just keep continuing to live? I'm a homeowner. Are you? Yeah, you probably are. You're bankrolled by the Democratic Party. You're making millions of dollars with all these fabricated views, because I don't see how anybody can't see through those lies. And I know everything in you wants you to hate me if you're a liberal, but I mean, we're not racist. Matter of fact, Joy Reid, she is racist. This woman right here. Let's see. Boom. Oh, yeah, she's racist. This woman right here, she's racist. Everything that woman said had to do with race, and it's dividing the country. And people like OK Rick, Officer Tatum, Mom, they're sick of it. White people aren't feeling guilty. Black people aren't arguing with white people where we come from. We all get along. We're courteous. It's ridiculous. Stop calling people Nazis and trying to get the assassination of the President of the United States. Here, let me give you one more example. Hey, everybody, this is what's going to get the President. People out there acting ridiculous. Alright, we're going to watch those two videos. I don't know if we're going to watch them all the way, but you'll get the point, and you can go to their channels and watch it. But this is Rob Rambo. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and like, yep. Help me get to 50 so I can go out there and ask real people, get real reactions, and see what's up with this. Like I said, I'm just doing this because everybody needs to. So let's go ahead and get this going. Here we go. And the qualities of my video, they will get better. I'm teaching myself all this stuff. You know, these people that are making these fancy videos out there, they got bankrolls. I barely get 1 or 2 views. And sometimes, you know, I've been getting more here recently, but you know, we're gonna. All right, let's get to this.
And soon to be Americans, fantastic news. A massive racist against white people has been fired. That's right. Do you remember MSNBC?
Check out Nuxnor, like and subscribe to his channel.
Like most mainstream media tends to do. Well, you might not, because they're irrelevant. So irrelevant, in fact, that they literally had to fire their most famous host, Joy Reid. Known for hating white people, and honestly, I would like to say that Joy Reid fired on Black History Month is perfect, because she is black, and she is also history. So definitely lock in, baby. We're looking, this is the memorial, this is the funeral, the eulogy of Joy Reid, the eulogy of MSNBC. I am very excited to look at her downfalls throughout the years. Guys, this is gonna be great. This is what we call winning on the Nuxnor channel. The Nuxnor channel is a big fan of winning. So we got receipts, literally pulled up all the receipts of Joy Reid, turbo racist. All right, because yes, you could be racist against white people, it turns out. Much to
Comment down below even if you disagree. Comment and try to change my mind. I think this is part of the problem, and she is a racist person. And this is 2025, honey. You can't be doing that shit. You don't want anybody else to do it. I don't even know my ancestors. And if you guys interact down there, I will comment back. So, go ahead.
To the shock of this now unemployed bitch. And I'm very excited to see what this is all about, because I like downfalls, and her downfall is one that we all needed.
In America, there's a thing about both white vigilantism and white tears, particularly male white tears. I genuinely do.
See, this is funny, because I
ain't got no white tears. I ain't got no male white tears. I fight for everything. I serve this country. I don't run from shit. You sit up there on your throne, you got all these viewers, and you have a responsibility to do the right thing. And this is what you think of. And then you want to get on a podcast and boo-hoo-hoo. Nobody feels sorry for you, honey. And even the people that's on your side that's telling you, oh, we're sorry we lost your job, they're probably stabbing you in the back trying to get your job.
Racist. Appreciate all tears. All tears can be used and abused.
Not believe I wrote those hateful things, but I can definitely understand why some people don't believe me. I got into Harvard only because of affirmative action.
Oh my God, she's a little, wait. Okay, this is the coming up segment. I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not going to give commentary. This is the coming up segment.
Because unfortunately, we do have a fascist groundswell from black and brown men. The elements of fascism rooted in this nationalistic drive for more babies.
Having babies is fascism, according to her. Oh my fucking God, dude. I love this. The end of DEI for America is here. Oh my God.
Missing white woman syndrome. Someone get up there and give a knuckle sandwich to Donald Trump.
That is literally inciting violence. What?
It's frankly MIA, or having a cheeseburger and a Coke while daddy was working. Presidency ages you when you do the job. Obama went gray because he was doing the work. Donald Trump looks the same as when he ran because he was playing golf, dude.
Oh my God. Trump is probably one of the most hardworking presidents I've ever seen. Nux is having a chaos orgasm. Listen, I love downfalls a lot. Subscribe if you also like downfalls. I especially like downfalls that we all saw coming, that we all predicted. I have literally been predicting the downfall of every mainstream media journalist piece of shit that propagandizes and pushes reverse racism, which is just racism. Literally, this is a glorious day for me, all right? Downfalls in the media? Bro, this is Jewish Christmas.
Don't know for sure whether Donald Trump was hit by a bullet.
There are many ways to cheat in an election, and I don't ever put it past Republicans to cheat in an election.
No one tell her. No one.
That lady got on national television trying to say they don't know if he, and trying to make it sound like it's a conspiracy. Like, my 84-year-old grandmother started to believe that stuff until I had to open her eyes and show her that these people were only showing clips on these national news channels, or they're completely fabricating stuff. And it is absolutely bonkers. It is a genuine derangement syndrome.
No one tell her about the votes in 2020. No one tell her.
And if you're voting affirmatively, gleefully for this, people might, I don't know, may not feel so confident in
She's just upset that she's bald and retarded and needs to take it out on other people.
you anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's my armchair analysis. But anyway, that was just like the pregame stats. All right, get ready for the meat and potatoes.
Gentlemen, boys and girls,
I'm
cue
ready.
the world's smallest violin.
No! I can't believe she's fired!
Joy Reid.
One, this is the first and last downfall video, and we will never be talking about Joy Reid again. So, cherish this time that we have together. I love downfalls. 8 days of shitty downfalls. Oh, for sure. I love downfalls so much. Literally. I wake up in the morning, I see a nice downfall. Especially if it's from a bitch that's also bald. By choice. Just makes me so happy. I can barely contain my joy.
Reid has been fired from
Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for humiliating this insufferable bitch on live television for me to enjoy.
MSDNC. These are her absolute worst takes that led to her show, The Readout, getting canceled. Here's
Wait,
Joy.
they canceled her whole show? Bro, she's not just an MSNBC anchor. She had like a whole ass show. And they canned it. Oh, Lord, thank you so much for propping her up just so you could push her down.
Reid in classic form telling the lie that she and her party told for years about what's really motivating Trump supporters.
All right.
They're voting on race. They're voting on this idea of an invasion of brown people over the border.
Look at her. Look at her saying that as she so casually, what's the word called where you take things from other races? I totally forget because this is not a real thing that anyone actually cares about. What's the thing where you take things from other races? Like if you wear a Chinese dress now, you appropriate. Oh, thank you. You culturally appropriate. I keep forgetting that word because it's not a real thing. I never understood cultural appropriation. It's like one of the virtue signal things that doesn't make any sense. She is literally culturally appropriating blonde people.
And how can these kids in these universities and these people in these cities think they know anything about how the world really works? What, because they visit a town maybe here in a rural part that where I'm at like once every couple years or a year? Do you think you know? You wouldn't be able to last a day if the electricity went out. I could. You wouldn't be able to last a day if your job suddenly, I mean, like the people come whining because they had to make a bullet point with 5 examples of what they done that week. That's all Elon asked. It'd take less than a minute. I can make a list of 20 bullet points in under 5 minutes on just what I do around here daily. When you got 25 acres, a house, a shop, you run your own reselling business, you also work, and you do videos on the side, and you take care of a family and a sick elderly grandma. What would you people do? Oh, and I try to stay on top of worldly events, related issues. I try to stay informed. I believe knowledge is power, so I try to teach myself how to be self-sufficient in anything I need to learn and do. And you people are whining about things. Tax me more. Fucking tax me more. You fucking idiots. You're fucking dumb. I'm sorry. Now, if I fucked up, I would say, hey, man, I shouldn't have acted like that. It was dumb. I feel like an idiot. It's that easy. I've done it. You're fighting to be taxed more than to be lied to and to have people getting rich. Do you not see how rich these people are? 104 million, Nancy Pelosi, 87, Chuck Schumer, Raskins, all of them. We still gotta watch the video on Schiff, so I'll shut up. But I want to get out there and ask people what they really think. If you guys want to see something like that, contribute by subscribing, please.
Right now, and I will not stand for it. All blonde people in my audience, could we come together and make fun of this lady? Oh my God.
The idea that they can't get whatever job they want. A black person got it, therefore drive all the blacks out of the colleges, get rid of.
No one wants to drive the blacks out of the colleges. Like, she wonders why she can't, and she literally just sits there and fearmongers all.
If you guys want to watch this video, I can't watch this woman no more. She makes me sick. There's a lot of people that make me sick. Take out that Rachel Maddow, too. Get out of her. She's just bold-faced lying up there today. Closing time. Open up the doors and let you out into the world. Bye, Joy. I know who I... Get out of here. All right, let's take a look at Schiff now. Let's see what he's got to do. If it'll load up, let's see how my internet's working. Remember, when you live in a rural area, you kind of have to hotspot. All right, here we go. I'll turn this mic off. I apologize.
And you listen to me. This is going to be very important in the coming days. I'm not letting this go. I want to find out what happened because it can never happen again. Not to a Democrat, not to a Republican, not to a Libertarian, not to any United States citizen. You do not get to alter or try to change the...
This isn't lawfare. This isn't Trump attacking his political opponents. This is him going after criminals. Actual criminals that are laundering your tax money. My tax money. Everything you've ever contributed to this country and sacrificed and got up and bled and sweat and cried over for your families. Every stressful situation your family's ever been in. Every dollar you had to give up. Every decision you had to make at the grocery store. Swallow your pride. People like Adam Schiff, Nancy Pelosi, and all them are lying to you and they're stealing your money. We're not going to allow it anymore.
The course of electoral politics by fabricating a story, hijacking the justice system then to give the patina of truth to a fake story. You don't get to do that. Why do I bring that up now? Because who is the ringmaster of that circus? Yes, Adam Schiff.
Shifty Schiff, 9 inches around the neck. And I watched this guy uses the world's smallest collar, right?
From my theme song, my Let the Black Jeans song, my by any means.
Adam Schiff is the worst criminal in Congress in the last 250 years. Adam Schiff went to the podium day after day after day saying, I know nothing about this. We're not going to discuss it. We're going to protect it. And then Adam Schiff, led the prosecution of the impeachment trial in the Senate of President Donald Trump. Talk about someone who was conflicted out of the game because he was part of the hoax that brought Charmella in, manufactured that false accusation, and then peddled it out to the world, and he continued, not surprising, he's lied about almost everything in his life, but now he lied just to set up a presidential impeachment. And that's what I was talking about, these disinformation campaigns. He should be investigated because he lied to the world about his interactions with Charmella, who is a whistleblower, and I can't stress it enough, that started a presidential...
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so
We will make America proud again. You try to... We will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again. Good mood today. If you only knew. You ever hear that House on Fire song? It's one of his old songs. This guy's on fire, just like the Bailey song. That house on fire. He is on fire, Schiff. Well, 100% success rate of failing. Why is Adam Schiff so worried? Folks, I strongly encourage you to go back and take another look today at the Russia collusion hoax. I know it's a story that's old and a lot of people want to move on. I'm going to be straight with you. I don't want to move on. We had the FBI, in conjunction with the Department of Justice, officials in Congress, foreign governments, and intel people, fabricate a story, invent a story that could have caused and done serious long-term harm to international relations with a nuclear-powered foe. It's kind of a big freaking deal.
And this has all been
I'm not letting it go.
debunked. This has all been debunked. If anybody's watching and you disagree, comment down below. Tell me what you think. Let me get a better understanding of why you believe this and why the liberals or your side, the Democrats, will stop at nothing to try to delay and defeat Trump. What is it exactly? I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I don't understand. This has all been debunked. He never called people on the Nazi side or the racist side very fine people. That was a clip. They showed you a clip. He condemned them not even 2 seconds later. It's on video. And people still use it. What a disgrace these people are. Treasonous. And the American people, the majority demands Adam Schiff, Raskin, Pelosi, all of them be investigated.
And you listen to me. This is going to be very important in the coming days. I'm not letting this go. I want to find out what happened because it can never happen again. Not to a Democrat, not to a Republican, not to a Libertarian, not to any United States citizen. You do not get to alter or try to change the course of electoral politics by fabricating a story, hijacking the justice system then to give the patina of truth to a fake story. You don't get to do that. Why do I bring that up now? Because who is the ringmaster of that circus? Yes, Adam Schiff.
Right now, trending worldwide is pencil neck for prison. Put your hands behind your back.
Did say that there is ample evidence, and indeed there is, of collusion of people in the Trump campaign with the Russians. There's clear evidence on the issue of collusion. There is ample evidence of collusion in plain sight. Plenty of evidence of collusion or conspiracy. And there is significant evidence of collusion. The president is someone who seems pathologically incapable of telling the truth. This president or people around him may be compromised by a foreign power.
Have you seen, do you have direct evidence of collusion with Russia?
There is direct evidence. There's abundant evidence.
Do you not just look in that man's eyes and just see sheer evil? That's a demonic entity right there. I mean, let's see. That's a demonic entity right there. That's malevolent. He's a deceiver. He's deceiving all you. There are protests in the street that's just grabbing anybody that'll listen. They want to tax you more. They don't want to give up their power. They've been there all these years. What have they done? Can any of you name policies that benefited you? Your family? The people you care about? Not another country. It's great. We can help other countries. It's all great. I care about all that. But I'm a vet. There's homeless vets. We have to worry about America before it's too late. We have to audit our government. We have to stand up against our government if it gets out of control. It's our duty. It's our duty. We're not like these other countries, military-age men that come across the border and live a cush life. We fight for what we believe in. We fight for what we believe in. Stand up and fight. We voted for change.
Of telling the truth, this president or people around him may be compromised by a foreign power.
Have you seen, do you have direct evidence of collusion with Russia?
There is direct evidence. There's abundant evidence of collusion. Persistent allegations that the Russians have been laundering money through the Trump organization, continues to believe Russian propaganda. That makes him dangerous to our country. Donald Trump and his campaign colluded with the Russians. There is ample evidence of collusion. There is significant evidence, much of it in the public domain, on the issue of collusion. Certainly say with confidence that there is significant evidence of collusion. Ample evidence in the public domain on the issue of collusion. There is circumstantial evidence of collusion. There is direct.
Biles and Pam Bondi's court now. We did the investigation. Obviously, when Joe Biden pardoned his entire family, that was an admission of guilt. So we're hopeful that the Trump Justice Cabinet disregards the pardons, because I don't think the pardons would stand up in court. This family should be.
Yeah, you can't preemptive pardon people for something that they may or may not have did. Well, if you did do it, you're innocent. No, man didn't even have his transmission in. Man was asleep. He was on the beach asleep. And there at the end, when he found out he wasn't going to be president again, disappeared. Didn't want to help America. Fed up. I should be more civil than this, but this is ridiculous. Can't so many people see? The majority use common sense, and it's great. But there's people out there that's just absolutely Looney Tunes. You're going to mess around, fuck around, find out.
Held accountable. Right now, the only person on the planet that has the ability to do that would be the Justice Cabinet. So hopefully they'll do that. They've got a lot of stuff to clean up there. But Jim Jordan and I, we've done the investigation. We've proven the criminal wrongdoing. The banks caught it years ago. I'm optimistic that Kash Patel will be able to hold some people accountable in the FBI that were a part of the cover-up that allowed the statute of limitations to expire on a lot of that stuff. So I think that justice is about to happen, and I'm just proud of the work that my colleagues on the Oversight Committee did in exposing the crimes that the Biden family committed to the American people. I think that was an important piece of the election. The American people knew this past November how corrupt the Biden family was, and how the Democrats in Congress had done nothing but defend and obstruct to prevent the American people from getting the truth.
And you mentioned that. How important is it that we get Kash Patel in as FBI director? Compare the former FBI to what it will be under Kash Patel.
I would argue Kash Patel is the most important nominee that has to be confirmed, and he's towards the bottom, but better late than.
Handcuffs to be tight. Oh, I want them handcuffs to be on there tight. And I need cameras everywhere. This piece of needs to be walked out with his hands behind his back. Thrown in the slammer.
This dude.
We want to see him walk out.
So bad.
And I want them handcuffs to be tight. Oh, I want them handcuffs to be on there tight. And I need cameras everywhere. This piece of needs to be walked out with his hands behind his back. Thrown in the slammer. Thrown in the hole.
Monday evening, here's a little bit of what happened today. So President Trump met in the Oval Office with Emmanuel Macron, the president of France. So it was a meeting in the White House with the leader of the free world. Sadly, though, the leader of the free world was not Donald Trump. In this case, it was more Emmanuel Macron.
Wow, what a treasonous traitor.
Ukraine called out Russia's aggression.
Treasonous traitor.
Opportunity to call Putin a dictator. He couldn't do it. He said something to the effect of, I don't use language.
This is our government officials speaking bad about the President of the United States and boosting up another country while they're representing you. While they're representing us. Supposedly, I don't know who voted him in. Who the hell keeps voting for this fucking this? Excuse my language. This fine individual. Who keeps voting for you? How do you live with yourself, sir? Why don't you answer normal people's questions? Every time a normal citizen chased one of you guys down on the street, all the other ones they tried to recently, you guys run away. You don't answer our questions. Do you believe you're above answering the people? Why are you serving if you believe you're above and you don't have to answer normal people questions? These people don't care about you. Why are some of you youngsters defending these people? This man is sheer evil. He doesn't care about you. We're not trying to kill trans people or anything. We're just trying to protect the country. You can do what the hell ever you want behind closed doors. Just don't force it on other people. This man needs arrested.
Like that lightly, of course, less than a few days ago, he called Zelensky a dictator. So sad to see the President of the United States not being the leader of the free world, but he isn't. Not anymore. In other news today, Elon Musk's email continues to reverberate. This is the one to all federal employees calling on them to tell them what they did during their week or potentially face resignation. Some of the agencies are pushing back on that. The president.
That's common sense. That's common. Oh, you go work for a company and they tell you, hey, what'd you do? I don't have to tell you. What the hell? What are you thinking, Adam? That's your fight. You're gonna stand on that ground. It doesn't make sense, sir. Retire or go to prison, sir. Man, this man make me sick. I don't even know if I can finish watching it, but I'll do it for the rest of you guys. That way we can end this video. This man make me vomit. And I would tell it to his face, too. I would love an opportunity to get face to face with this man right here. He would piss his pants.
People could get fired if they don't respond appropriately, or maybe semi-fired, whatever the hell that means, just creating more confusion. But let me go to some of your questions. Here is one from Danny.
And I want to make it straight. I ain't like those TikTok influencers saying I want to cause violence or I want to ask this man the hard questions. This is ridiculous. I think America is going to wake up and nobody has to cause violence. This man's going to be arrested. He's a criminal.
Is America voting with Russia at the UN? So there was a resolution on the third anniversary of the war in Ukraine expressing support for Ukraine because Trump is weak, because he won't stand up to the Kremlin dictator, because he has more affinity for the Kremlin than he does for our own allies.
This guy's a clown, man. This guy is... I want to see him walked out with his hands behind his back. We have all the evidence. Yeah, come on. We got Cash in there. Dan, Pam. Let's get it done. Jim just came out and said we can disregard any preemptive pardon. Yeah, there needs to be a full-blown investigation, and this fella needs to be walked out, man.
And for democracy, it is a shameful chapter of American history. Let's go to another question. Larry asks, old promises to leave Medicare and Medicaid intact now appear to be up in the air. Where does it really stand? Well, certainly Medicaid is on the chopping block. They expect to get about 40 to 44% cuts out of Medicaid to help fund their tax cut for billionaires.
I don't know why anybody would ask this fella here any questions. Why anybody would ask him a question and would care for an answer. I'm just saying.
They've been less clear. They've been less clear about their plans for Medicare. But suffice to say, we can't rely on them because there's only one.
Pencil neck for prison.
You want to know why, Rick? Because he thinks he's untouchable. These people have been in power for so long, and think they're so untouchable that they're deep state or whatever the nine or whoever they are in Congress. This man believes he can't be held accountable. Sir, you're just lucky it's not like the early 1900s when the people had to say so and the politicians either had to do their job correctly or they would be removed by the people, sir. And sir, there's a lot of them, sir. Just retire, sir. Retire, sir. I challenge everybody right now to stand up and make a short video or a clip about this man or somebody in there. They're lying, right? They think you're stupid. I also challenge people to comment down in my comment section, change my mind. Or if you're a fan, come up with some ideas. I'll work with my people. I ain't one of these big YouTubers that gets a lot of streams. But if I can help just one person with some news, I'm going to do it. I've never shied away from work before. This is work. This is tough getting to know all this. But we're almost done with this video. I appreciate everybody. Especially my new subscribers. Thank you. Well, that's it. Alright. So, I'm going to have some more videos dropping. I think I may make a spoof video. What about top 10 Democrats as Pokemon?
Initiatives is Doge.
Hold on.
And we have...
What about the top 10 Democrats as Pokemon? I mean, obviously Adam isn't Pikachu because Pikachu's fast, strong, powerful. He'd be more like, what's the one with the long neck? Executor. Let's see. You'd have... shoot. There's a Pokemon called Kamala. I'm going to have to find that card. We're going to do something with that because you got to catch all these guys. These all need to go to prison. And the truth will come out, sir. Sir? Yeah. Sir? You. Yeah, the truth will come out. Oh, yeah. Everybody, next week, we got a special guest. So next week, we are going to have the top new prospect for the Democratic Party in 2028. Pokey from Gumby. Hey, Pokey. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at this point if they didn't put Pokey up. Because that's all they got. They're straight up lying to you. They think you're stupid. They want to tax you more. They do not care about you. Do the thing. All the videos we watched,